Dual Strike. And Hideous Laughter. And GG. The Tasha Chop. Oh man. Oh, feels so freaking good. What's up everybody, welcome back to the Slayer's Den. It's Slay Anything, and today I want to share with you one awesome historic deck. This is one of my first historic decks, and I went on a wild run with this deck. This is an Izzet mill deck that is an absolute banger. It crushes the top decks that are in historic right now, and I had a total blast playing this one. I'll give you a super quick breakdown on how it works, and then we'll get into some awesome gameplay. So the basic idea, of course, is just to mill our opponents. We'll do that with 4 copies of Ruin Crab, which allows us to mill. We've got a couple copies of Maddening Cacophony, which does the same. We mill 8. And then we've got TASHA'S Hideous Laughter, which allows us, as you probably know, to exile cards from the top of our opponent's library until that player has exiled cards with total mana value 20 or more. And the reason why this card and this deck specifically is so busted is because TASHA'S Hideous Laughter is going to disrupt so many of the top meta decks. We've got the Archaics Phoenix decks, we've got a lot of Reanimator decks, and then also just a lot of cheap casting cost decks with low mana curves. So we mix TASHA'S Hideous Laughter with some copy spells like Dual Strike and Galvanic Iteration, and we just absolutely annihilate so many different decks in the meta. And like I said, this is really my first run of historic, and I love how this deck has performed so far for me, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it as well. Not only that, it's pretty budget, so I think this is great for new players and old players. It's kind of just like an easy mode cheat code deck to ranking up in historic. So yeah, that's it. I'm super hyped to share this one with you guys. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the deck. And without further ado, let's play some Magic the Gathering. So I like this deck because it can take down a lot of different decks in the meta. It's a little bit slow sometimes. You can have fast starts, but this hand is pretty slow, so I think we'll keep it just because we do have 3 lands. And I'm gonna play an island. Lead off with the island. Okay, sweet. Play this and we'll go next. End the turn. End the turn and end the germs. So let me see. Creatures, players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. Don't think I have to worry about that, luckily. My turn. End the turn and end the germs. Okay, opponent has like a cycling deck going on here. Sweet. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, I'm going to draw a couple of cards. I wouldn't mind discarding these Bonds of Insight. It's looking like we're going against a control deck. Sweet. Okay, so we're not drawing the lands we need, so we might as well just be mana efficient here. Let's take a look at what we got rid of. So we're definitely playing against a control deck, which is so gross. Search for Asganda. Okay. And let me see. Cards and creature cards. Libraries can't cast spells from libraries. Okay, so that's not really that big of a deal. Let's play Bond of Insight. I'm gonna take a Tasha and a Villain's Lair. Why not? Why not? Why not indeed? Alright, so how many things did we get rid of? We got rid of a censor, 2 censors, and a negate, and an absorb. And then the 3rd censor here. Okay. So let's play a Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration makes it so that way if the opponent counters TASHA'S Hideous Laughter, it still resolves. Okay. Or we just get to Tasha twice. Sweet. Lovely. So one of those resolved, which is pretty sick. Pretty sick. One has 18 cards left in their deck, though. Let's go.
I have just the trick for this.
The disdainful stroke. So disdainful. Oh yeah, I can't play spells from my library, from my graveyard, so let's go ahead and... Ooh, shoot, should we try it? We could draw out a disdainful stroke here. Let's find the villain's lair. Oops. Huh. And sure, why not? Let's also Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Oh man. I really mucked it up, didn't I? Okay, so they've got 6 cards left in their deck.
Win quickly.
5 cards. Do they have an answer to beat me, is the question. Or can I wait 5 turns here? Do they have a counterspell for my Maddening Cacophony? Okay. Oh man. Man, it's been so long since I've played with some of these cards. Like, playing against Narset, I completely forgot of her passive ability. So this is crazy. We beat what I imagine is probably a pretty strong and pretty annoying deck most of the times, but I love this deck because I have been ranking up with this, as you can see, you know, using a lot of cards that really disrupt the meta. So GG, up on it. So how many of you guys are excited about Alchemy coming out? It's coming out this week, and I'm gonna lie, kind of hyped about it. There's a few cards that have been rebalanced that I really want to try out now, like Wizard class, for instance. Really trying to exploit that ability of being able to draw a bunch of cards, and then gaining a lot of +1/+1 counters. I want to see if we can actually make the deck even crazier, considering that it does cost 3 mana now to get to that final part of the class. So I'm really excited about it. All right, we're gonna go next, and we're going to, yeah, we're just gonna end the turn here. I'm waiting to double strike Tasha's Hideous Laughter, just because it's looking like the opponent's playing a lot of cheap cards, which is going to be so devastating. But I'm just going to hold up Divide by 0 to get rid of something like that. Sure. And sure, I'll get environmental science or something. Environmental science or something. Sweet. Alright, so we're going to play this as a blue source. Going to double strike, followed by a Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And we're going to annihilate this library. That was 18 cards right there. They have so many cards in their deck, though. It's wild. Bond of Insight could help us get that back, so not too worried about that quite yet. However, being able to potentially get rid of Ajani to have 15 more life than their life total, huh? Okay. I think first thing we actually have to do is probably destroy Ajani.
We must regroup.
And then we're just gonna go next to end the turn. Okay. Definitely don't like that. Also gross. Let's go and bounce this. Sure. I don't mind getting that next land, I think. That. Go mill a few more cards. Grab a Tasha and yeah, why not? Why not indeed? We should be able to melt their library this turn. Regardless of what really the opponent plays, I think. Unless they have another... if they had another Ajani, then we would probably be in trouble. Because I think they could emblem out here. Oh no, this isn't the Ajani. I'm thinking of the other Planeswalker that gives you the emblem that makes it so you can't lose. We got this, boys and girls. Oh man. I'm pretty sure that's GG, because that's a lot of the cards. We're gonna end the turn, and we give the opponent the GG. Yes. Oh man. Look at us. We're just a couple of tryhards just ranking up, guys. That was so sick, especially against a deck like this, because, like, holy crap, 51 life. Like, what do you do against that? There's really not that much you can do. Okay, so just a lot of life gain shenanigans. Basically, it just gets out of hand really quickly. But yeah, GG, opponent. So, Slayers, what kind of historic decks are you all playing? Like I said, this is kind of like probably my first real run with historic, like where I've gone from bronze to diamond, basically. That's what I've done. I've basically used this deck. This one and like a life gain deck. All right, we could keep this one. We do have the Expressive Iteration, which could be nice. Okay, gross. You hate to see it. For that. And I think next turn we will just foretell Dual Strike, I guess. All right, so we got an Auras deck, which is so gross. You hate to see it. There's really not much we can do about that, is there? So we do this, and... I mean, shoot. Yeah, let's go and do this. If we draw red mana, that will give us the option to Dual Strike and Demon Bolt eventually. But still, this is going to be scary with Auras. Very scary. Indeed. Ugh, but so much value. Alright, so we're going to Expressive Iteration. Maybe we can draw a bounce spell. Okay, put that into our hand. Library. Good. Play that, and guess we just go next. Yes, we just go next, guys. End the turn. Opponent's drawing a lot of cards. Is there any chance that they're playing so many cheap spells that a double Tasha actually does something? And the lifelink. Holy smokes. Flying lifelink. That is so much pain. Okay, we pass. So I really need, I need bounce spells. Bounce spells helps a ton. Okay. This is GG. Ha! Oh man. Okay. Double Selfless Savior. That 45 cards. Alright, so what do you all think? They're playing a lot of cheap cards here, right? But I don't know if we might be able to pull off like 30 cards off the top of their library, but I do need the bounce spell here. Is there any way we get the bounce spell? I don't think there is. I think we just try this out. We're going to Dual Strike here. And just pray for me. Pray for me, y'all. A lot of this could be a lot of lands. If we hit a lot of lands, those are all 0. Oh my god. Can we do it? Yes. Oh my god. GG. Oh, hilarious, guys. Oh my god. Alright. That was so amazing, guys. We were about to get so crushed there. But they're just running so many cheap spells. Like the average is looking like around 2 mana. Yeah, they don't have anything more than 2 mana in this whole deck. So sweet, sassy, molassy. That was awesome. GG. Drenada. Road Rage 48. Yeah, we'll keep this one. Keep it because it's actually not a terrible hand. We do have Tasha here, which is nice. So do we Expressive Iteration here or not? I think we just go next. We'll do no attacks on the turn. I'll consider EOT of opponent's turn, and then I will Then I will Expressive Iteration later on. Why not use his removal on that? Sweet. Do we need more mana? I'm gonna take that mountain. I don't mind getting a little extra mountainy. Alright, so we're gonna Expressive Iteration here. Hands. Library, exile. Do that, go next on the turn. So now we've got we've got Dual Strike mixed with Tasha, so... Man, I haven't seen cards like this in so long. It's given me all the memes and all the good feels. Think we decline? I'll take that as well. Could be a good card to have. Play this as a blue source for now. Okay, I'll foretell here, and let's go into Expressive Iteration one more time. Alright, so doesn't really matter. Hands. That's 3 lands off the top we got to kind of sift through, which is pretty good for us. I feel like. I don't know, maybe he has a lot of removal, huh? At this point I can double, I might be able to double Dual Strike, which, wouldn't that be so sick? We would just absolutely empty out this deck, I feel like. Okay, and what is this? They gain life? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll sack this so you don't swing in for 8. Okay, my turn. Ooh, doggy. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. So we could do a big ol' Tasha. Let's do it. We're gonna do no attacks, end the turn. I'm kind of... I hope they don't have discard spells, because then I just got super greedy. Creatures control got +1/+1. Alright, so... Okay. So we lose our creatures. And then, we take 9. My turn. Alright, so we're going to... Dual Strike. Dual Strike. Expressive Iteration. Oh no, not Expressive Iteration. I wanted to Galvanic. Oh my god, no. Why did I do that? Oh my god. I just fucked up. I was trying to Galvanic Iteration and I did fucking Expressive Iteration. No, why did I do that? Alright, Mountain in the library. Alright, we might be able to do something still, but fuck. And oh my god, I screwed that up so badly. Okay. God, did I fuck that up so badly. Oh my god. I cannot believe my ass. I'm such an idiot. Okay, can we come back from this? Probably not. That was the biggest punt, I think, of my whole career as a Magic player. Okay. Let's try this out. I think they've got probably a lot of expensive... Oh, okay. We can... we can still win. We can still win. If this... Yeah. Oh no! 2 cards! No! Damn it! Oh, that sucks a butt. That sucks a butt. I cannot believe I messed that up. We would have had that game. We would have had that game if I didn't mess up. Because that would have been 4 freaking TASHA'S, I think, at least. Because we would have... No, we double. That's 2, 4. That would have been 5 TASHA'S. Alright, GG. Total punt. So I'm going to the greatest hits of slay anything fuck ups. So GG, opponent. I'll keep this because I do have the 2 Expressive Iterations. Faithless Looting. Let's go. Oh shit, not this. With the crackles, this is so annoying because like milling them just, it really doesn't do too much, unfortunately. We're gonna dual strike here. Then next turn we can expressive, hopefully. Now let's see what they've got going on. Opponent considers. Consider this. Alright, we'll put this into hands. Library, grab that. Oh man. Love to see some blue mana. And yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a tough one. For sure. Yeah, I hate to see it. The Dragon Rage Channeler. And what is this? As long as a graveyard. Okay, sweet. So I think we Expressive Iteration here. And library. Get the blue mana we need. I think we just go next and we end the turn. Ugh, yeah, this is tough. This is super tough. I don't know if this is a counter spell deck. This is definitely... Okay. This is definitely a deck that is gonna do a lot of damage to me. Luckily, it is turn 4 and they haven't been super aggressive yet. Alright, so we take 3. Let's go and consider... I think I'm just looking for lands at this point, so I will decline, and I'll take that. My turn. This as a blue source, and let's go ahead and let's go an Ashiok here. See if the opponent's got anything going on.
I am that.
Get rid of their graveyard. Okay. Quite unholy. So they lose 2 Crackling Drakes, which is super nice. Dragon Rage Chandler is back to a kind of a weakling here. And then we've also got a pretty thick... Oh yeah, I think this is GG unless they've got counterspells. Hopefully they don't. I think even with counterspells we've got this, to be completely honest with you. I think this might be GG. Let's go. Lol. Oh yeah. Ah, feels so good. Feels so good, man. I think the Ashiok really screwed with their game plan. Alright. Let's go dual strike, and Hideous Laughter, and GG. The Tasha chop. Oh man. Feels so good, man. Feels so freaking good. Yeah, against a deck like this, such a chop. Because they need cards in their graveyard, if I recall. They do have some counter spells in here, but their mana count is really low, so they won't always have that mana open. Plus, I think this is a 3 blue, so it's kind of a heavy requirement, but yeah. We did it to him. Ooh, even the Archaics, yeah. We crushed the Phoenix deck. So the Phoenix deck is actually one of the top tier decks in Historic right now. So like I said, guys, this is why I'm playing this deck, because you do get to crush a whole bunch of really strong meta decks with this one. So GG, opponent. All right, we're gonna keep this one. This is about as good as you can get for an opening hand, aside from having a double spell. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Espera Sentinel. No attacks on the turn. And do we grab the red? I think we grab the red. We grab the red. Alright, that's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and Ashiok here. We're going to mill this opponent to the gods. And we go no attacks in the turn, and then we have Tasha into Bond of Insight, which could get rid of hopefully a pretty significant chunk of the deck. They do have some expensive cards in here, so our Tashas aren't going to be quite as powerful, but still, though they will be powerful. Okay, double Bard Glass. That's pretty scary, actually. Okay, so we're going to play this. Mill for 3. Ashiok here. Get rid of some more of their craziness. And yeah, let's go for it. It's 20 cards. We do no attacks. And the turn. And the turn and the germs. They do have, I believe, 5 mana. Now, they got a Toski. Sweet. I think we got this. I feel pretty confident in that. Not 100%, but I think our safest bet would be to Bond of Insight to mill for grab Tasha here. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, let's go ahead and Tasha here. Actually. Oh yeah. Haha. No attacks in the turn, so they have to kill us this turn. I'm gonna let their Toski kill us. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so good, guys. That was so perfect. They killed themselves with their own Galea. That's freaking hilarious. And also, obviously, Toski would have killed them, but that was so dope. GG, opponent. We could keep this because of the Expressive Iteration. I mean, I love that Tasha's in here. Tasha is generally our win con, so yeah. I guess we'll keep it. We'll keep. I'd love to see some land on this draw. The opening draw. To me, the best opening hands are like Crab, Double Spell, Tasha, and then lands. Like that feels usually pretty good. Bounce Spell's nice to stop the early onslaught of like aggro decks. Opponent wants to be milled here, which is kind of scary for us, but we might be able to do something about that with Ashiok. Ashiok could be so punishing here, but I don't know. There's a lot of painful things going on, unfortunately. All right, so the ultimate question: do we grab a blue to ensure that we've got double blue for Ashiok? Or do we play red to ensure Expressive Iteration? I think we got to go for red. Ugh, I wish it had been blue though now. We're going to do this. I think we just go next. We end the turn. Opponent could cheat in a whole bunch here, which is very scary. Kind of what I'm super scared about, to be completely honest with you. Ashiok would be so hilarious here though, because I bet the opponent really wants to play some of his stuff here. So we're going to consider try to get that island. All right, I'm gonna take the red mana just because I can't say no to red to any mana at this point with only 2 mana. Yeah, we're gonna take the red mana. Just hope for blue in the next one. Yikes, that's rough, guys. Super rough. All right, we're going to Expressive Iteration here. Holy snikes. They are not giving us any blue mana. Alright, so we go consider in hands, Bond of Insight, exile that, play Mountain, and we discard Mountain. I think the opponent might just win here. I think, let me see, what is missing? Exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. Oh, okay. Maybe not 100% win here. Here we go. This is gonna feel good, man. Yes. Let's go. So we get rid of a lot of their win cons here. Which is nice. That's 2 Elish Norns and a Shieldred.
You feel
Like that. A little bit more here.
Behold, my epilogue of fear.
My epilogue. Alright. The end of the turn. I think we might win here because they're pushing for graveyard synergy and we're just deleting their graveyard pretty much. Alright, let's go and consider. Let's go and take action on that. That's fine. My turn. Dual Strike's beautiful here. We're going to Fabled Passage. Grab an island. Go mill the opponent for a bit more here and a bit more there. Go and Dual Strike. Tasha. Get rid of a lot of their win cons. Okay. Okay. And we go next. And we do no attacks on the turn. I think this could be GG. Depends on a few things, but yeah. They're down to 1 card. Oh man. So good, guys. What do you guys think about this absolute banger of a deck? We're crushing so many different historic decks here. This is a really gross deck too, like so many ways to just pop off Jin Gataxias. Ugh, that would have been painful. Alright, well GG, opponent. Not a great opening hand, not gonna lie. You normally don't want to keep a hand like this because you'd love the 3rd land, first of all. The second reason is 2 lands. We don't have our Tasha, but we'll keep it. We want to see kind of the flexibility of the deck. So I really don't mind just figuring that out, I suppose. So we'll play our Coast first. The opponent plays a Maze Mind Tome. So we're going against a control deck, most likely. Which is so gross. Opponent could scry. Nope, no scrying. Alright, so they've got... they got some shenanigans going on, which is unfortunate for us. Alright, end the turn. One's going to do scry a bit here and a scry a bit there. They scry to the bottom. Wouldn't mind if they targeted Ruin Crab with some removal so I could Fading Hope. But not Fading Hope is okay as well. Let's go Expressive Iterate here. Let's see if we can draw out a counterspell. Okay. Hand. Library. Exile. Okay. Ooh, gross. There we go next. Resolve. No attacks on the turn. Versus Macbo. Okay, sure. Let's go and bounce that, I guess. Mostly because that sucks. Sucks a butt. With this. Foretell here. And we do no attacks in the turn. Common damage to player, look at the top player. 3. Okay, gross. Gross, first of all. Let's go and bounce this, I think. Yeah, I'll take the land, I think. Land ho! I need to get into Tasha territory. The mountain. There's some lands, and guess we just foretell here. No attacks in the turn. Alright, so what have we got rid of so far? 2 Thought Erasures. That's super nice. Getting rid of Thought Erasures is very nice. But we don't have anything in our hand that we're going to miss too much anyway, so I think we're alright. Okay. Maze Mind Tome number 2. Let's go and Demon Bolt this bad boy. Okay, my turn. Okay, there's the third one. They might be banking on this being a part of their game plan. So we could duel Maddening Cacophony, which would be probably about the same as just Maddening Cacophony with Kicker here. Okay, sweet. No attacks. Okay, so I got Tailsends, Hostage Taker. 1, 2, 3. I think we got rid of all 4 of these. 1, 2. Yeah, 4 Thought Erasures is sweet. This says blue. Go next. No attacks on the turn. What is this? See if they do anything before the end of their turn. Take 4. Take 4, everybody. They're down to 10 cards. Alright, so Tasha here could be pretty nice. Let's go and bounce. Kefnet. Okay, negate. Sure. Sure. My turn. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. So they've got 2 negates in here, 3 negates, and negate might be their main counter spell. Let me see. Is this, that doesn't counter anything. Ooh, okay. We're just gonna go next. Yeah, we're gonna go next. We're gonna do no attacks. We're gonna end the turn. Okay, Vraska's Contempt. Sweet. S. Scries. I'm still holding out, instead of using Dual Strike for Anger of the Gods, I'm still holding out for the potential for like a Tasha or something like that. Pretty much anything. Any of my mill spells would be just fine here. There we go. Dual Strike. That way whatever I play resolves. Yeah, GG. I think this is GG. Unless they have 2 counter spells, which could be... Okay, do they have 2 counter spells? That's a question. Yes! Let's go. Oh man, my dudes. We are crushing so many historic decks with this deck. So many, it's just unbelievable. Imagine playing any other deck, playing with any other deck. We would have just been crushed there. But yeah, GG. Alright, so definitely mulliganing here. Much better. And we will drop the... This one's tough because you want to consider for the card draw. You want Fading Hope to stop early aggro. So you kind of have to... This is a game winning / game losing decision here. We're gonna keep the 6 and we're going to draw. We're gonna drop this. I feel like being able to bounce something is a little bit more disruptive. We're gonna play our crab and force the opponent to have an answer. Okay, so we've got the Dragon Rage Channeler shenanigans going on already. We go next. We do no attacks on the turn. So as we played this deck before, as you know, this deck can get super crazy super fast. Because they want cards in the graveyard. They want, this is the Phoenix deck. So they want to get all their Phoenixes, their Arclight Phoenixes into the graveyard. Turn their Dragon Rage Channelers on as well. So a lot of dangerous things can definitely happen in this deck. And they definitely don't mind having all that stuff. So we need to get like our Ashioks, TASHA'S Hideous Laughter just activated as well. Let's go and just bounce this. And yeah, I'll take the Expressive Iteration. Expressive Iteration could get us closer to double spells potentially. Okay, fudge. Okay, so I think this is probably the best. Well, maybe even Expressive Iteration. We could put this. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna grab that. This goes in the library. This goes into exile. Mill a few more. And we do no tax. And it could get really scary for us really soon. I really had an internal debate between Expressive Iteration and Bond of Insight. Bond of Insight could get me to the double spells I need though. Maybe a little bit faster, and I could bring back a couple of them, which could be extremely important. However, I am missing out on the opportunity to bring back, like, I don't know, or I'm missing out on my opportunity to get like Ashiok, which is super important as well. So this could be super scary. And let's see what they've got in here. And what would I want from here? Let's go in Bond of Insight here, I think. Right? No, actually we got a dual strike here. We have to dual strike here to ensure if we don't draw that mana, we can double Tasha here. Although, if they get all of their freaking Arclight Phoenixes, then we're just screwed. So, I'm pretty concerned about that. I'm also concerned, are they running... Okay, Dragon Rage Channeler, sure. They're running a lot of cheap spells, which is super nice. I'd love to see them play as many card draw spells as possible. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, however. Alright, so we're going to try it. This is literally it. If we don't do it right, we're screwed. Can we empty out their library? Yes! GG. Oh my god. You guys, I love this deck. I love this deck so much. Look at us ranking up. Ranking up like a couple of tryhards, taking down these tier 1 historic decks. You guys know that the Phoenix decks are just super powerful, so the fact that we can just absolutely destroy them fills me with such glee. And since we gave this tier 1 historic deck the ultimate Tasha chop, I think this is the perfect place to end today's video, so we'll get into the deck breakdown right now. Alright Slayers, this looks like the perfect place to end today's video, and damn, I had so much fun playing this deck. I think this deck is definitely one of the most powerful decks that I've played in a while, and it's definitely super powerful in Historic, as you could see, because we ranked up, we crushed a bunch of really powerful Historic decks, and it just did so much work. I love the ability to just win in this kind of, it's a pretty janky way still. Milling out your opponent is still pretty janky. But not only that, we really took a lot of opponents by surprise. So this deck was a lot of fun. I think if you have these cards, I would say definitely go for it, because this is a pretty budget deck. In fact, the really only rare cards are the mill cards like Tasha, Maddening Cacophony, and I think Galvanic Iteration, as well as the dual lands. But yeah, it's a pretty cheap deck to make. If you played before Historic was really a big thing and a lot of these cards shifted out, you might have some of these cards. So yeah, this is a deck I definitely recommend if you want to rank up in Historic. I think you'll find a lot of favorable matchups just because everyone's trying so many different decks that they're not even thinking about the possibility of their deck being milled out or exiled. So let me know what you guys thought about the deck in the comments section below, and if you guys enjoyed it, please remember to chop that like and subscribe button for me, because it does help my channel out a ton, and best of all, it does help grow the Slayer's Den community, which is a big reason why I still do this Magic the Gathering inspiring video shit. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a fantastic freaking day. You'll probably see me next working on some alchemy decks, so tell me about some of the decks you're interested in. Tell me about some of the alchemy cards that you guys would love to see built around or included into some of these new decks, because I'm super hyped for that new format. But yeah, thank you guys again so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to smash that like button below, and to help you stay up to date with my upcoming videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Slayers.